So in this session, we are going to observe the steps that are required to write our first C program. So whatever program instructions I'm going to write, please do not try to understand everything at once. As we'll have some follow-up lessons, you will get the clarity that what is happening. In this, my only objective is to show you that how can you write your very first C program using the editor, compile it, and then execute it. Okay, so now in order to perform this task, what are the tools that you need? First of all, you need to have the platform, that is your hardware and the operating system that makes your machine useful, right? That's the first component. Second is, we'll be writing a program. So in order to write the program, we need an editor, text editor. So it could be Vim, Sublime Text, Atom, Emacs, whatever editor you like, you can just grab one of those and can start writing the code. Once you've written the code and saved the file, you need compiler, the C compiler, which will convert the C source code into the executable instructions, which your machine can execute, right? And the terminal, which you're observing here, in which we'll put the commands, right? So without further discussion, let's start writing the program. So the editor that I'm going to use is Vim, and here the source file name as hello.c. So .c extension is customary for most of the C programs, right? So I'll hit enter. Now I'll set the line numbers over here, and then we'll set my syntax over here. Okay. So we'll start writing the code. So the first line is hash include stdio.h int main and void here. Now next we'll mention here printf. So this printf function is the one which is responsible for printing output hello world, and then we'll mention here return 0. So I'll save this. Okay, so if you see, this is my C program that I've written just now. Now I'll compile this one. So in order to compile this, the compiler name is GCC. Then you'll put your file name here, hello.c, and then output, the desired output that I want, I'll mention here as hello. Once the compilation is successful, you can observe here that we have the executable code named with hello over here, right? Now I'll write here dot slash hello, and you can observe that this is the correct output that we are getting over here, right? Now, if in case you make any mistake, let's say you're making some mistake and maybe you're forgetting about this semicolon, let's say. What if you forget about the semicolon? So in that case, if you try to compile this, you're going to get error, right? So that's the idea. So in this, we looked at the steps, that how can you write your C program using the editor, how can you compile this, and how can you execute. So this is the command for compilation, and this is the command for execution, right? So I hope it is clear.